Recording.
All right, let's go. All right, we are behind my radiologist tech. His name is Josh. He's the guy that took X-rays of my ankle and my knee when I splashed on this bike about a little over 2 months ago, maybe, or about 2 months ago. No broken bones in either the ankle or the right knee or right ankle. No hairline fractures. I paid the radiologist good money for confirmation that I didn't break anything on the motorcycle, though, when I crashed with my buddy Kevin, who was behind me on a four-wheeler. I tore off the rear passenger foot peg that's welded to the frame. So there's a little hole in the frame, and I had a mechanic weld it back. Probably could have totaled the bike, but like I said before, kind of love this bike. So this guy in front of me, his name is Josh. I don't really know his last name, but he is my X-ray tech, and he X-rayed my right leg, and helped me confirm with radiologists that I'm okay. Okay, this is beautiful. How come I've never been here before? I've lived here like over 8 years. I've never been down this. Okay, this is probably the way to La Cienega. I actually thought about buying a house. No, I have been this way before. La Cienega, La Cieneguilla. I have been this way before. It's just not that often. This is pretty. This is very pretty. Very open. Okay, so we are headed for Waldo Canyon Road. It's a little bit south of where we are right now. Josh is on the 650 KLR. We are not going to take the freeway. He says he's not really into the freeways. He's going to take the back road. And this is very okay for me. And looks like the camera is working pretty good, so that's a check mark. Had to get the right memory card, people. If you get one of these, I don't know what you got to use in a GoPro, but on the Sena, if you don't get like a tip-top memory card, forget about it. It's not going to work. You need the here we go. There we go. Little bit of something. Okay. Back to the memory card thing. You have to get. So there's designations of micro SD memory cards, and I had a U1 memory card. Well, the U1 apparently doesn't have the read-write speeds. Doesn't quite get it done. So I went to Walmart. Actually, I visited my friendly salespeople at Cycle Gear, and they informed me of such. Thank you to Xavier and Guy at Cycle Gear in Albuquerque here in October of 2024. They informed me that I needed the tip-top memory card, which is not a U1 SanDisk, but a U3. So I went to Walmart, found a U3 Pro, and handed over 38 hard-earned dollars to Walmart, 35 for tax, and installed the new 256 gigabyte U3 Pro. It's the black little micro SD card. One thing I'd like to say is that, oh, this is gorgeous. Look at this. This is freaking nice. This is great. One thing I want to say is that you cannot pull data from the camera's memory card via cable. Nope. You have to eject the little memory card. This is a little delicate little thing. Reinsert your little micro SD card into some kind of card reader, capture the data, which it can be captured in that manner pretty quick, and then reinsert it back, uninsert it from whatever card reader you put it in, and then reinsert it back into the Sena device. It's a very small thing, which I imagine we'd all agree is probably pretty delicate and sensitive to finger oils and atmospheric changes and dust and contamination, to be getting moved around so much. But that's the protocol. You cannot data transfer from the camera device directly. You must eject the card, insert it into a reader, remove it from the reader, reinsert it back into the Sena. Not what I was hoping on. All right, that's not what I was hoping. I was hoping just to stab it with the cable, but all right, here we are, Mr. Josh. Beautiful road here. Let's get a little stand-up time, a little higher up in the air. We put some handlebar risers on the old Triumph some time ago, and that was a there. Oops, little slower. And handlebar risers was a very good investment here. I want a little drag, y'all. I believe Mr. Josh is a much more capable dirt bike rider guy than I am. But I explained that to him. I got about 500 miles of dirt, maybe. At least 20,000 on the asphalt, but maybe 500 on the dirt. So he understands, and this is intended to be, you know, an easy ride. Which, that right there, I would say that was pretty easy, not too bad. Looking beautiful. Entrada La Ciénaga. Okay, flip into the left turn signals. Okay, ooh, what is this? What is that? You cannot, this is so gorgeous. All right, maybe y'all got better stuff in Colorado or something, but I don't know. This is, okay, I'm pretty sure I've driven through here in the pickup truck or a car before, but this is really pretty, you know? And this is not that pretty, let's be honest, but just for a little surprise, it's really not bad. You guys are probably thinking, Thomas, stop looking left and right. Just look at the road in front of you. Well, I'm going slow. All right, what do we got? Nobody coming on the right. Please say so. Good. Jeez, these hills are so pretty. You know, we actually walk the dogs in a dog park like this. I think it's called Frank Ortiz, and it's very hilly, and you get a good little hike. Granted, my ankle and my knee are not tip-top from the motorcycle accident I had where I slipped in the dirt a little over maybe 2 months ago, but I'm getting better. I can do a sit squat now. Sit squat, for those of you who don't know, and I'll suggest you don't know because you're luckily not dealing with any kind of back pain issues that comes with age. A sit squat is where you basically, your hamstrings love your calf. That's the best way to explain it. You sit all the way down, heels flat on the ground. I repeat, heels do not come off the ground. You gotta point your toes outward, you know? Let's just say right foot 2 o'clock, left foot 10 o'clock kind of a thing, right? Call it cockeyed maybe. Spread your feet to about shoulder width, maybe, whatever works for you, and sit all the way down. Heels stay on the ground. Hamstrings love their calves. In other words, they're intimately in contact. And I gotta spray some kind of brake cleaner on here, y'all. Wonderful, wonderful. Let her rip. He's a good guy. I like him. Yeah. So sit squat. Do it. It's going to stretch out all the little things in your lower back. gonna stretch your knees. And since I kind of hurt my knee, I wouldn't say I've got a great sit squat yet, but it's coming back. Today was pretty good. I think Chinese people actually do this a lot. They basically can like sit while they're standing on 2 feet, just like sitting, you know? Okay, I kind of missed the music. I was listening to some Waylon Jennings earlier. You might be surprised I'm into country, but I grew up in a little town in southeastern North Carolina, and country, actually outlaw country to be specific, was the music of choice when I was most impressionable, right around the years, or around being like 10 years old. I listened to a lot of outlaw country, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams Jr., David Allan Coe, and I'd say it stuck with me. But I also listened to a lot of rock. You know, you're a child of the 80s. You're going to be into some 80s rock. Let's just be honest, right? A lot of 80s rock, some classic rock, because, you know, in the 80s, they were still listening to the 60s and 70s a lot. So classic rock's probably 60s, right? Late 60s? 70s is distinct. You know it's 70s. And here's a weird one. I did not like Fleetwood Mac as a kid. I thought Fleetwood Mac was some soft scrambled egg stuff. This was not. And at that point in my life, I was really into like Motley Crue and Poison and 80s hair metal band. Fleetwood Mac did not cut the mustard. Well, now I listen to Fleetwood about every day. Oh my God, that Dream song! Wow, it did a number on me. I don't know. It's good. All right, Mr. Josh is cooking. We're going about 60 something. You know, it's good speed. It's a side road. I'd say it's I-25 up there. You can see the cars going a little faster, but we're not doing bad. Beautiful day, y'all. Beautiful. It's probably 75. I'm wearing shorts. I know it is not all the gear all the time. You guys can tell me the truth. I know it's not all the gear all the time. I'm just gonna enjoy my little bit of sunshine, y'all. I'm wearing a jacket, helmet, gloves, you know, that kind of stuff. But wasn't intending on a heavy ride today. This is an easy intended ride. Not on the highway. Is that on the KLR? And just enjoying some time today. All right, back to the bike stuff. We're in 6th. I think older bikes are better. Let me preface that. Let me preface that. That's correct. I think slightly older bikes are better. Slightly, not old bikes. Slightly older bikes. Fuel injected. You know, cruise control is still wonderful if you can get it. Like this. This doesn't have cruise control, but slightly old. Like a 2012, it's a 12-year-old bike. This thing is wonderful. Headed south. Headed south. I think Santa Fe to Albuquerque is actually a little more southeast. Could be wrong about that. But rather pretty south. Whoa, a little bit of curvature coming up here. We watched some NASCAR qualifying. We got the Roval, I think, in the Charlotte area tomorrow. The Roval NASCAR race is happening. Oh, we're getting slow. Do it! Alrighty. So we watched qualifying Mr. Oh, look. This is it. Oh, no. We're going right. Okay. That's what I thought, man.
I'll haul ass, man. Yeah. I'll lead, but I like to go. I push a little bit, but let me lead. I'll take the front. I'll take the front, and how about until Cerrillos? I love this road, man. I've done it a lot of times. I will stop in Cerrillos.
Okay. Like I said before, this motorcycle is, you know, half commuting machine, half hooligan machine, half dirt machine. So if anybody's keeping track, that's 3 halves. So that's like 1.5 of the whole. Okay, keep up with me, guys. The mathematics here is solid. I have ridden this little dirt track of a road here dozens of times. It's a blast, okay? No accidents, and let's just not worry about what kind of speed limit it has and what I've been doing on it. But it's always been a blast, you know. I'll probably go a little slower because Mr. Josh has been kind enough for me to go slow through his neck of the woods. But I've really enjoyed Waldo Canyon on many occasions. I've seen the world in a 5-piece van, staring at the backside of me. Okay, transition time. This is Waldo Canyon Road. A little bit of gravel. Where are we at? 17 minutes. Oof. I don't want to do that to him. I don't want to throw dust up. That's not a good idea. Okay, nice and slow. And down to third. No, second. Oh boy. Back into third. Standing and changing gears. That's an art form. That's an art form. Not as smooth as when you're just sitting on your hiney, on your rear, but certainly doable. Okay. I like standing. I think I feel more in control on the stand. That, or I just don't like taking it in the butt the whole time. You know, all that energy. It's a beautiful day. You cannot, I mean, beg for weather like this, right? you just don't get such wonderful weather like this. I'm a little warm in the jacket, but it's a good little breeze, and it's a good time. See, that was a sit gear change stand-up thing. Ooh, slow it down a little bit. A little bit of adventure motorcycling in New Mexico. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I am firing up a new Google account. Something a little bit more appropriate, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So hopefully I'll get these videos cut down to the right size. I think we're just doing third. Alright, I think the big mountain climb might be coming up soon. Uh-oh, cars. Okay, a little bit longer for the non-climb, but it's coming. Man, you know, he gave me the front, which means I did not take the back on a dusty road. That's very kind, you know. The back, when you're following on dirt, and you're in the back, you're eating dirt the whole time. Yeah, if you ride, you've been there. It's like not the coolest spot. So try to be mindful about the throttle and kicking up dust. Steady is good. but strong acceleration, not so good. All right. Fifth gear on the dirt. There's people that have done high speeds on the dirt. I am not in the mood to do high speeds on the dirt. No, thank you. This is crazy fast. Let me slide over. So I'm keeping him out of the dust. Okay, keeping him out of the dust. This is good. Cutting it back a little bit. So that'll be good. There we go. Yeah. Mr. Josh, the guy that made sure my leg wasn't broke from a motorcycling accident so that we can go motorcycling together. You make friends in this life, y'all. You make friends wherever you make friends, man. And as you get older, yeah, making friends gets harder, right? You can't take them for granted. Not like when you were a kid. You know, you have to water a friendship, water a relationship. Be there. Be a spiritual person. Be a godly person. Be a thoughtful person. Been doing a lot of thinking lately. I think they call this working on yourself, where you're investigating, you know, what are your character flaws, and you know, what can you do better, right? Been trying to work on myself lately, and or at least think about it. Reading a different kind of book. Is it the Godly Man? I think it's like the Godly Man. That's what I've been reading lately. It's good. Very Christian oriented. And I wouldn't say I'm a very religious person, but I am a thoughtful person. Oh, let's get straightened up here. There we go. Little bumpy. Here he goes. The big view. The big mountain. The big view. There it is, baby. Look at this, huh? Ain't this pretty? Apparently I'm not allowed to cuss. So, there will not be that many F-bombs or, you know, 4-letter words. But there will be some good times, and there will be some harrowing moments. And that's just how life goes. But yeah, trying to be a better person. Trying to be more cognizant of my thoughts, lead to my emotions, lead to my behaviors and choices and habits, right? So, trying to think about those kinds of things. I can't help myself. This is good. You got to give it a little. If you don't goose it on the bike sometimes, you're not riding with confidence. And I would argue that, you know, a lack of confidence is not going to get it done. You got to be. The word hooligan comes to mind here, right? If you have a little bit of hooligan in you on a bike, a little bit, not a lot, a little bit, I'd say it's a good thing. All right, we're almost at the end here. It's kind of like how I need improvement on giving presentations at work. They're okay. They're not stellar. There's plenty of people significantly better, and mine has lots of room for improvement. I can tell. I've been told, and I can tell. I get a little stage fright. I don't think I get up there as prepared, although I see other people not prepare that much and do just fine. And then it occurs to me that we're not all created equal, are we, right? Some people have the ability to just sort of like, you know, step up there and knock it out of the park, and some people probably got to sit back and, you know, work on it a little longer. Okay, let's pause the video. That's 30 minutes.